do you think that most foreigners are truly trying to come down and learn the culture and the customs of Colombia? I'm not saying all, but I'm saying, are you seeing that when it comes to Medellin, when it comes to other locations, that people are coming down with their foreign mindset, or are they coming down to really learn and understand how things work here in Colombia and in South America? Because I'm finding, the reason why I asked you that question, because I know you got a story of an experience that you recently had that you kind of shared with individuals, with the foreigner that kind of upset you.
Right.
But I'm finding that there are a lot of people that are coming down, and even I could find myself guilty of that when I first came down. I was like, but in America we do this, but in America we do that. And Andrea for about a year had to tell me, babe, you're not in America anymore. And she had to remind me that there are different cultures and customs that I had to respect here in Colombia. Now I'm good, but that first year, yeah. Now let me let you go ahead and tell your story and give your opinion in regards to the statement I just made.
See, so because of my business, I get to see the good amount of foreigners that come here with the purpose of learning, investing, making this place a better place and making their life a better life. And I don't judge that because, amazing. If you come here to create opportunities for Colombian, amazing. But in the same industry, which is the tourism side of it, that it can be, very nice or very bad. And when I say very bad, guys, don't misunderstand. Like, I'm not judging anybody who is coming here. I mean, if you come here to get girls, that's up to you. If you come here to, to sleep with working women, prostitution is the oldest job alive. I know it's not Colombia, is around the world. Even in Europe, it's very popular. Romania, Netherlands, so many countries that have like massive prostitution areas, and it's even legal. So I'm not gonna sit here and say in Colombia, don't come to Colombia. No. What you need to differentiate is how you treating the people when you come in here, just because you have a purpose. Just because you have a purpose doesn't mean that you can treat everybody the same. Doesn't mean that you can disrespect women. Or anybody in general. Because as you say, some people come here and then it's like, oh my God, I'm American. Like in America. Yes, in America. Geographically, you're not there anymore, which means things changes, And okay, yes, you are entitled to the way you were raised and the way you see the world and your perspective of things, but you also need to be smart enough to adapt to new places and new circumstances. So true. I understand. I'm not judging anybody for coming to do what they do. The only part that I will judge is when they come into, to do sexual tourism for kids. That is not acceptable in any way it could be. But if you work with a grown woman, that's your business. And it's like, yeah, guys, it is what it is. If you're coming for a purpose, just don't disrespect other people. Don't think you can treat other people the same way. And also, don't think that all these videos that you see for other YouTubers on social media where they're on the street saying, mommy, come here, and the girls come to them, those are regular women. No, those are working women. Non-working women is going to be outside, and it's a random person is going to say, mommy, come here, and it's going to come to you. That's not genuine. That's not something that we do, and that's not something that you feel appreciated of. If anything, you want to talk to a regular woman on the street, there is so many ways you can approach her. Like, oh my God, I think your shoes are nice, where you got it. And then you can initiate a conversation. Oh, you know what? I saw you from the far. I think you're very beautiful. No disrespect. I would be interested in getting to know you. Like, the way you present yourself talks a lot about you, regardless in the country that you are. If you are a respectful man who is educated, you're gonna be respectful here and in China. So the fact that some people feel comfortable being that way is just like, yeah, you got problems to solve. Welcome back, Andrea. Now I feel like I'm running your YouTube.
I love it. I've had to do that for people before as well. My battery went out on my router, so I had to reconnect it. That was my fault. But I'm glad that you were able to still continue to answer questions for everybody. We got 175 people in the building this afternoon. Make sure that you guys click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too by clicking that like button. Shout out to you guys. And as you were saying, let me let you finish what you were stating.
No, I was just like saying, guys, that like don't let those videos like finesse them of when they come to Colombia, they can just stay on the street to a girl called mommy and the girl will come, because none not working women is gonna come to them. And if anything, they're gonna feel disrespected, because why you feel entitled to me if I don't even know you, or even to call me mommy. Mommy is also, I think that we say when you already know the person. Nobody's walking on the street and say, mommy, no, you know.
No.
And so, and also I feel like the way you present yourself should be the best presentation of yourself here or in China. So if you come to a woman and you talk to her properly, then she's gonna talk to you properly. And even if she's to say, no, thank you, I wouldn't like to go out with you, she will still be respectful. But if you come in like, oh, mommy, give me your number, or mommy, like, no, she's gonna be very mad. She's not gonna feel appreciated, and she's gonna feel disrespected.
I'm giving you the solo.
Oh, I thought you were going.
No, I'm still here. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, so yeah, I was just answering that question, guy. Be respectful. It doesn't matter where you come. It's either for investment or just to have a fun time. Be respectful. Respect women. You need to respect women, people in general, because even to the taxi driver, you need to respect this guy. He's just doing a service.
Yeah. That's absolutely correct. I'm glad that you say it, even for the local guy, not just respecting the ladies, but also respecting your taxi driver, respecting the person that works at the restaurant, respecting the person that is, or let's just talk about the women, not just the taxi driver, but respecting the waitresses. You know, we hear stories of guys hitting on waitresses as if the waitress was pay for play, and not just hitting on her like you're trying to get to know her, get her Instagram or phone number. That's cool, but hit on her as if you can purchase her. I've heard guys try to purchase women in the mall, try to purchase women. Just they come to Colombia with these false assumptions. And notice I say false because they think that every woman has a price tag of the last women, because they, or party women or pay for play women, and that's not necessarily true. And so fortunately, a lot of the guys in our chat, these are quality guys. So most of these guys come here, they're very serious about Colombia. A lot of them are looking to relocate here, find property, find homes down here. A lot of guys that are ex-military have either retired here or are looking to retire here in Colombia. And so that's one thing that I can say about our audience. Our audience is usually made up of guys that are really very mature and very respectful. Now, speaking of respect, you've got a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you share. I'm gonna put you on a solo cam, and I'm gonna let you share your story of your incident that you had to deal with a foreigner, and how you recommend guys behave when they come to Colombia.
Okay, so I was walking. I was on the way to get food with a friend that I was just introduced to. Her name is Kay. Kay is from the United States, so we were walking in Provenza, and there is this guy that comes and hug her and start like touching her and say, oh, mommy, like whatever. I wasn't really paying attention because I thought they were friends, but I started looking, and then she looked very uncomfortable. That's when I came in and said, girl, are you okay? Like, do you know him? And he's like, no, I don't know him. And he was like, oh, do you like this, mommy? And then she's like, oh, but I'm not Colombian. He was like, it doesn't matter if you're not Colombian. You are in Colombia, and here is this way. So that's when I came in. I was like, you need to give her personal space. Like, in Colombia, it's not this way because I'm Colombian, and you don't get to tell me that that this is our culture. I live here. I was born and raised here. I never live elsewhere. So I should know what my culture is about. So he started Colin, and then he starts screaming like, "Oh, you shut up, you're bitch, you're puta." Sorry, and
No,
you
no, go
this,
ahead, go
this,
ahead.
and that, and disrespecting me. I was like, "Are you okay? Like, you need to like calm down, and you need to leave because you're being super disrespectful, and like you don't get to disrespect me like that." And then he was like, "You're nobody." And I was like, "So are you? Like, who are you? You're here." Drugged, you can't even dress, you have zero education, you're on the street in another country, like doing what? And then he said, "Oh, but I'm Colombian." I was like, "No, you're not Colombian. That you're not Colombian." His Spanish was very
Broken.
so
Yeah.
yeah, broken. And then so in that moment he came in my friend's face and said, "You want me to be your up, you want me to be your face?" And the sad thing, guy, is that this happened in the main street of Provenza, where there is a lot of guys looking at the situation, and none of them did nothing, which is terrifying. Because okay, I'm not saying I completely understand those who are foreigners, they're in another country, they don't know what's going on, they could think, A, this is her husband. B, we were working girls and he was their client. There was so many
Things that they could assume.
hypotheses. Yeah, hypotheses that it could be. But I think that as a man, the correct thing to do was stand up and say, "Hey, bro, I don't know you. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to get in trouble. Just like, I think you should, like, calm down, brother." Something like that. You don't have to fight this guy. But
Right.
he's been aggressive with women and threatening them and saying, "I'm gonna beat you." And then in that moment, I was like, "You're nobody. You need to leave this place." And in that moment, he was like biting. He's biting a gum, and then he spit the gun on me. Imagine. In that moment, I don't know, my reaction was to slap him, and I think I don't remember every part of it. I think I kind of did slap him, but he backed up, and in that moment, he came again on K's face and said, "You're gonna you're bitch, and you're just put us here. I don't know." And then in that moment, I was like, "I'm not gonna let him go away with this." When he was walking out the Provence Street, fortunately, and thanks God, there was the security, the private security, not even the police, the private security of Provenza. And I told him, "Grab him, don't let him go." So the guy was a big black guy, security, and grab him from the neck. And this guy was like a very small. His ID say he's like 5'4".
Wow, that's small for a man.
So,
Yeah.
So he grabbed him and he took him from the neck and took him to the other side of Provenza after we told him what he was doing to us, that he was arresting us, he disrespected us, he spit his gum on me and all this. And then when he took him to the other side of Provenza, the guy slapped him until, like
Right.
very, very bad.
Right.
And then, I don't really want to go into what they got, into a little fight there. And then the police came, but it was a women police. And she just asked him for his ID. I took pictures of him. And like yesterday or the day before yesterday, me and Kay, we went to the police to report what he did, that he was arrested, that he was aggressive, that he threatened us, and everything that he did. His ID say that he, I don't know, maybe his mom or his father, I don't know, is Colombian, but he has a Colombian ID that was given to him on December of 2023. But his ID say that he was born in New York, which now explains why his Spanish is very broken. Like, he wasn't raised here in Colombia. And then, yeah, that's what happened, guys. So I made it public on my social media. I normally don't like drama. I don't, when things happen to me, I don't post it because I don't want everybody, "Oh my God, you okay?" It just drains me emotionally and energetically too. But all my friends in my group, in my WhatsApp group, they were like, "Paula, you need to post this. This guy cannot just not get away. He's living in Medellin. He's going to do it to other women." I said, "You know what? You're right." I posted it. Women on my DM was like, "Oh, I have him blocked because this, Y, and Z." Guys, expat American guys were on my DMs telling me, "I'm so sorry this happened to you. I apologize for him in the name of American man. I know this guy. We're not even longer friends because every time he gets drunk or like is doing something, he gets into this aggressive harassment mood, and he has like put me in trouble because of his behavior. I have like 2 or 3 guys saying this. So this guy been living in Medellin for I don't know how long, and he's used to doing this. And not only that, but I found him on social media. So I was like, you do this, this, and that. And then he was like, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy. And then all of the friends and people that follow me started like going to his page and reporting and comment, you are an abuser, all this. And he delete everything. And then he said, oh, your people are clowns or funny, something like that. And then,
Wow.
and then he said, and by the way, and not only, like, if you would in the morning apologize and say, hey, listen, I was drunk, I was in drugs, don't think, I apologize for my behavior, that wasn't my intention, that's not me. We humans, we make mistakes. I wouldn't accept the apologize.
Correct.
But he didn't apologize. He denied everything. And also, not only that, but when I called him out, he was like, and by the way, you need to go to the gym because you're fat. And I was like laughing because I'm like, so you can call me ugly, you can call me I'm not smart, you can say anything, but you can say I'm fat. Like, I don't even care. I probably can do more push-ups that you can do. I didn't say that, but in my mind I was laughing because, because of that. But that's what happened, guys. So, and then other girls start telling me, oh, now it has become so difficult to be in Provenza because there's a lot of, and they say a lot of American guys there, they think they can just touches and approaches, and
True.
a lot of girls on my DMs, and I'm like, wow, this is, sometimes you don't know how big something is until you actually expose it, and people are like, it happened to me too. So
wow.
With that being said, guys, is that I don't know what type of mental issue or problems you're dealing with or frustration that make you maybe, want to do drugs or whatever the case is. Stay in your land and stay, don't disrespect women, and then don't use the excuse. And if there's something like that's happened to you, take accountability, apologize, and say, listen, this happened, but this is not me. But if you just don't deny and recognize it, you're just showing that this is who you are. And the excuse of alcohol is not an excuse for you. It's just, who you are.
That's so sad. A lot of guys in the comments are asking this question. Was this a black guy or a white guy?
He's I would say white. Yeah.
But yet you also said that he was, part Colombian as well.
Yeah.
From the States. That's sad. And once again, just like the other guys, and I know that that our chat feels the same way on behalf of all the other guys that are from the States. We're not all like that. As you can tell from me coming down here, found the right woman. A lot of guys that have come down here. I've just talked to a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. He's married. He came down here, did a consultation with us, came to Cali, Colombia, found his wife, great couple. So there are a lot of guys that have come down here that have started businesses in Colombia, as well as that are very respectful, that have retired here. And just on behalf of other American men, not all of us, as you well know, are like that. The majority of us are not like that. And we really, I don't know if you knew this, Paola, we don't like those guys. We call those guys the pookies with a passport, or passport pookies. And those are the guys that come down maybe for the weekend or maybe for a week, and they make all of us look bad, make all foreigners look bad, whether they be black or white, and we don't like them. Just like you all don't like them and their behavior, we don't like them either. They dislike us so much that they've created YouTube channels talking about us good men that come to Colombia because they're upset at you ladies not wanting to be bothered with their childishness as far as dating them, as far as wanting to be around them. They don't like that you don't want to be around them. So they take it out on us, thinking that we're the reasons why women such as yourselves don't want to be with them. But the truth is, nobody wants to be with a passport pookie because of their behavior.